There are so many brands that won't speak about politics, won't speak about what's actually going on in the news. If you're not able to speak about what's going on in the news and to be reactive, then you are fighting an uphill battle.
Happy Friday, my dudes. It's been a very long week, but we love it.
Hi! See? That is such a better reaction.
Hello.
Hi mate.
Wes, the boys are back in town.
I low-key miss them when they're not in the office.
Yeah, I low-key feel the same.
I'm back. I'm raring to go. Got a plan of action. I think I'm going to start calling them the 7 days of goat change.
Are these going to touch all areas of the business?
Yes, correct. Very, very positive. Probably the most productive offsite we've had ever in terms of actually getting shit worked on and got through. So that was really, really good. Normally we're rushing to get things sorted, but this gave us exactly the right amount of time. How's the week been here?
Do you know what? I don't want to say it's been great without you guys, but it's been a lot.
It's been a lot. We've got a lot of big pictures that have been worked on here whilst we've been away. It's great to see how far our business has developed. Millions of pounds worth of huge 2020 pitches being handled by the team here with very little input from the senior team.
What's been going on?
We just had a call with. We've got a few things to figure out, but I feel like we're getting a clearer direction from them, which is
this
good.
US?
Yeah.
Is this why you waved me away?
Yeah, because I was on a client call and it was on webcam and you were going to come in and jump in or something.
Are you
They've
working
given us a $2 million proposal, but they want to spend it by end of January. And it's the 10th of January.
I was going to pick your brains about the YouTube fight.
So yeah, it's Anison Gibb versus Jake Paul. So Jake Paul is the younger brother of Logan Paul, who obviously lost to KSI in November. Anison Gibb is a FIFA YouTuber from the UK. His fandom has come off the back of him being supported by the likes of the Sidemen and other huge UK YouTubers, because he's actually proven over the last 2 times he's fought, which was on the undercard of the KSI Weller fight and the undercard of the KSI Logan 1 in Manchester. He's actually quite a good boxer. He's a guy that got up on stage at the press conference at KSI Logan when we went along.
It's interesting the spat they had on social media after the press conference. Jake Paul was basically saying, my mum's got more Instagram followers than you.
Yeah.
The only thing you're ever going to be is a YouTuber.
Jake Paul now doesn't see himself as a YouTuber, he sees himself as an entertainer. Maybe even looking down on just YouTubers. It'll bring a hell of a lot more viewers to DAZN, a lot more viewers to anybody else who is watching around the world. It's going to be really interesting, but if it works, DAZN have got a model that they don't just have proven with the 2 biggest stars in the world, but also people that aren't as big as that also drives a huge amount of subscriptions. That is something that they will continue to roll out in 2020.
Have you seen the Netflix show You yet?
I haven't. It is meant to be quite good though. Everyone's saying a lot of different things about it, a lot of positive things. They're also saying that the main character looks or is a bit like you, which I don't quite understand yet.
I've been watching you, and I think we could be very happy together. Judging by your social profiles, you have a zest for content. So do I. Together, who knows what we could create? Vlogs are tricky, but believe me when I say that you and I can achieve whatever we want.
Netflix being culturally reactive. They seem to be the first to react.
Where are we going?
And it's important for a brand like that. There are different brands that need to be reactive like that. There are other brands that don't need to be reactive like that.
It's an easy way to get attention. It's not easy to achieve though.
Brands need to understand where they sit in the space. Whether they are that sort of brand that needs to be funny and reactive, or whether they need to be reactive in a different way.
They're not scared of being political, so they can push it a little bit. That works well in this environment where everyone's taking the piss out of things. Meme culture. There are so many brands that won't speak about politics, won't speak about what's actually going on in the news. If you're not able to speak about what's going on in the news and to be reactive, then you are fighting an uphill battle.
Is it important for us to be culturally reactive in the same way?
Definitely. I hope to think we're not just waffling on. Are we waffling on?
I don't think so.
Well, I'll tell you what, I love waffle.
I love waffle as well.
Yeah, I'm a maple and bacon man myself.
I'm a sort of blueberry and maple syrup.
Oh yeah, don't mind that.
Deja vu, you're all moving again.
I only moved Monday. I moved Monday from there to there, and now I'm going from here to there.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I can't declutter, it's going to take me a week.
I can't lie, that's not my problem.
This is what's happening. You move the vlog team and this is what happens.
The vlog's not finished yet, people are moving around.
Do you want us to pick up the table and move them over there?
Yeah, we just...
No, don't touch that, don't touch that.
I've just done, how many meetings have I done? 10 back-to-back meetings with 10 groups of people. And I've said the same thing on repeat 10 times. Big change off the back of the management trip. We always try and leave at least one day to come back into the office with a bit of momentum and make some fucking change, because off the back of one of these off-sites, you come up with loads of ideas and you get really pumped with the ideas that you want to implement. If you come back into the office and don't make that immediate change, then you feel like it's hanging over you and you start questioning whether it's the right thing to do. Let's just get it done, implement it, see people's reactions, you know, it makes it worth it and it makes the momentum worth it, and then they feel the momentum, things happen, people are moving around, it's positive. I think it's great. We're right into the 7 days of change. Yeah, it's positive, I'm feeling the energy, I'm excited. I'm going into the weekend really pumped. I've got a call in 15 minutes with the US team. Let's go. See you next week.
Change.
Why isn't Cinderella good at football? It's funny.
Because what?
She always runs away from the ball.
Oi.
Hey, didn't.